world turns its back on you, you turn your back on them. That's not what I was told. And maybe you need a new lesson. Repeat after.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Ali Sharaki here. Today, I want to talk about miracle out of mistake. And we all make mistake, and we have, it's different when you make a mistake than somebody else does something wrong to you. But for everything, there is a purpose. Why you are making that mistake and why somebody else is doing something wrong to you. It's because sometimes you come off track in life and the universe energy, the God or Allah or whatever you want to call it, or karma you want to call it, they work really hard to get you back on track. Sometimes you feel like you made a mistake, and sometimes you feel like someone's been bad to you, but there is a reason why this happened in your life, and this person has done this to you, or you made that mistake, because more further in line you had to make this mistake now to be able to achieve what you're going to achieve in a few years time. You read it in all religion as well, there are lots of stories about this. But what happened to me, I was contacted by somebody who has got lots of qualification and is a doctor of psychology, this and that, and I was going to work with her, but listening to my gut feeling, it saved me. The last 3 or 4 days I've been talking to her, and then I realized her purpose in life is different to me. Her purpose is just money. She wants to make money, and my purpose in life is not just make money. My purpose in life is to help other people. Because our purpose was different, our way was different, she started to be very dominant towards me and start to change me and start telling me everything I do is wrong and all my value is wrong, and trying to fix me to be like her, so we can work together. But luckily, after 10 years of working on myself and listening to my gut feeling, I didn't have a good feeling about this partnership. So after spending 3 or 4 days with her, I realized she's trying to change me, and I work really hard to get to this level and understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. For that purpose, I decided not to work with her, and she was very upset why I decided not to work with her. And then I realized she wanted to use me to get a passport for her, get her visa for her from America. She was coming here, and she wanted 80% of my company, and she was demanding so much, and I realized she's trying to take over of my life. She started telling me you shouldn't be discussing matters with your family, you shouldn't be talking to your wife about the business. Well, who's part of my business? My family are part of my business. Why shouldn't I discuss my business, what I want to do, with my family? Because whatever decision I make is going to affect my children, so they need to know what decision I'm making. Now, if somebody's telling you, is trying to separate you from the family and the people who your decision is going to affect them directly, well, that's dangerous. And luckily, because of my value, because of my life standard I have, I decided not to work with her. Even though it would be great, I could have made a lot of money with her. Together we could have, but you know what? My purpose in life is not just about making money. To me, that was a miracle. She comes to my life, so I learn and test myself to see still I respect my value. And trust me, further in line, this is going to benefit me. Now I realize she started advertising herself in a few group, and everybody's laughing at her because the way she's talking, the way she's behaving, she uses her knowledge to beat people up, and I don't like that. To me, this was a miracle, so she comes in my life, and then these 3 days I spent with her, and I realized who she is really, and I decided not to work with her. Now, what made me to say no to her? Usually I can't say no to people. Is because I have a life plan and I have a purpose. In my life plan, I wrote down exactly what I want from life and what is my goals and what is my aims. Now, what she wanted is not part of my life. It's not part of what I want. That's why that goal and that life program I have made me to just simply say, no, look, we are not going the same direction, and no. And I'm so glad I said no. When I said no, I feel like a massive burden came off my shoulder, massive stress came off my body, and I feel more relaxed. So if things happen in your life, they are for a reason. I don't know if you believe in God, but definitely believe in some sort of energy. It's impossible to not to believe anything. Karma or universe energy or whatever you believe in. Trust me, when things happen to you or you make a mistake, don't sit there and keep regretting it, because you made that mistake for a reason. All you have to do is just learn from that mistake and move forward very quickly. That's the important part. And also you have to understand the universe energy and the supernatural is out there working really hard, trying to save you, trying to correct all the mistakes you make. And trust me, from out of your mistake, so much good things is going to come up. So don't regret and don't sit down and just beat yourself up if you made any mistake in life. That's the main lesson I learned last few days. And I can give you lots of examples of people made mistake, they regretted it, but few years after, that mistake actually turned to profit and turned to a positive thing for their children and for their life. Because they had to make that mistake to go that way, and then their purpose was there. Their life was there. They had to make that mistake. Otherwise, they wouldn't go that direction. We are all human, we make mistakes, so don't regret it. Just learn from it and see what you can take from that. See you later on, and I leave you to a nice Sunday you're going to have with your family. Thank you.